TJ, your Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow walked into the locker room after a crushing defeat against the Buffalo Bills. A nice snow game out there. Clinches the first losing season for the Bengals since Burrow's rookie season in 2020. The question for you guys is Joe Burrow still elite?
I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code SpeakEasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Joe Burrow can't be elite anymore.
Wow.
Sheesh.
I can't believe you just said that.
Can't be is crazy.
What I was taught in football, Hall of Fame coaches, Tom Coughlin's, whoever you name it, any level. I'm going to ask one question, and I want an answer in uniformity. The best ability is what?
Availability.
If the best ability is availability, how the hell can Joe Burrow still be elite? The season was lost because he wasn't available. 2 seasons ago was lost because he wasn't available. His rookie season was lost because he wasn't available. If indeed all these Hall of Fame coaches are right, and the best ability, TJ Houshmandzadeh, is availability, then how can he still be elite? He lacks the most important ability as it pertains to talent, and that is availability. Now, obviously, when Joe Burrow is available, he's a top 4 quarterback in football for the last 4 years. Obviously, though he has no All-Pros, which is kind of wild. But he's not available, T. So if we're going to remove our bias and judge him based upon when he's there, he's just not there often enough.
When Joe Burrow's on the field, he's elite. To answer the question, absolutely he's elite. Because when he is on this is technically his first loss of the season as a starting quarterback for the Bengals. If our defense was better, we'd be right there. We'd probably be leading the division. Should have beat the Bears. Should have beat the Jets. And Joe has to take accountability for the interception that he threw because we about to go up, what was it, 5 with a field goal? Or
the Bills? Yeah.
Or
you better go more than
9.
You got to go more
whatever.
than that. You about to be 9.
And so the interception, he has to take accountability for that.
Both of them.
Both of them. But the one that really broke the back was the one Benford returned. But yes, now, does a bear shit in the woods? Yeah, they do. That's how elite Burrow is, in my opinion. Because without him, they don't win. They don't win. At some point, that conversation will come, and I think that point is now. Moving forward after this season. You can't have these injuries, and nobody is trying to get hurt.
Yeah.
If you want to stay in that category, you cannot continue. You have a great year on the field, then you're hurt. On the field, then you're hurt. On the field, then last year, played every game. Then he gets hurt. The year they went to Super Bowl, following year he comes back, he gets hurt. So it's like he has a good year where he's healthy and he plays every game, and then he comes back and he's hurt. At some point, he's going to have to stay healthy. Freak accidents.
See, but eventually, T, if accidents continue to reoccur, they're not accidents, they're habits.
Can I ask you this?
Yes, sir.
This has nothing to do with Joe Burrow, right? The Chiefs probably not going to make the playoffs.
Correct.
What you going to say about Mahomes? Because his defense is ranked number 7th in the NFL. Is it because he won 3 Super Bowls he get a pass?
Yeah, in large part. I mean, he hasn't played well the back half of this year, but in large part, what's that got to do with anything?
He didn't play well last year.
He played clutch last year. Statistically, he didn't play well, but he played clutch. I think there's a difference.
But when you have a defense that keeps you in the game, it's easy to be clutch.
Absolutely. Right? But the thing about Mahomes is at least he's present. You feel me? Like
he don't miss games. He don't miss games
at all. I can't watch, and I don't think this highly of this man, I can't watch Justin Herbert with a broken left wrist or hand go out there and at least be out there. Didn't play great, but he was out there enough, I think, to lead his team from a comeback from behind victory. I think 19 come from behind victory, second most since he entered the league. I can't watch that and then watch Joe Burrow miss 8 games with a toe. Last year, missed some games with a calf and then a hand. His rookie year,
he didn't miss the games with the calf. He just missed the preseason with the calf. And it was concerning going into the season.
Yeah. Yes. And then came in and then missed the games with the hand. The other thing about Burrow is these are all different types of injuries. His whole kinetic chain is off. Rookie season, it's the knee. Third year is the hand. This year is the toe. It can't be a freak accident if it keeps happening, T.
Dude, Joe Burrow is just like, dude is so good. Like, just the excitement he gives the guys.
Yep.
Like, they're playing better teams than they played when he was out, and they really should have beat the Bills. They lost. Sure. They didn't. They beat the Ravens, and it's as if, and he didn't even play great against the Ravens. He played well enough. The problem is, when you start comparing quarterbacks, the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, the Pat Mahomes, and the Joe Burrows, those are the 4 that we all mix and match whoever you want, 1, 2, whatever. If Joe Burrow has any of those guys' defense,
don't do
it
that.
Wouldn't even be close. It wouldn't even be close.
Here's why
that's a fact.
But here's why I can't let you do that.
Why not?
I hate when people do that. Is because the reason Joe Burrow goes so crazy is because he has all those guys on offense. But y'all got to remember, the Bengals could have taken Penei Sewell instead of Jamar Chase. And Joe Burrow wouldn't be going this crazy, but people would be like, oh, well, Joe Burrow has a better offensive line. You can't rob Peter to pay Paul and then be mad that Peter broke. You rob other positions to pay the other positions. That's why Joe Burrow goes so crazy. We've never seen Joe Burrow without elite talent. College, Thaddeus Moss, Randy Moss's son was his tight end. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, first-round pick was his running back. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson were both of his receivers. And I didn't even mention Marshall that went to the Rams in the 3rd round. So, like, Terrence Marshall. That was his receiving core.
He went to the Panthers.
Panthers, yeah, my bad.
Second round.
Went to Panthers.
Second round.
Like, that was his receiving core in college. I mentioned the Hall of Famer's son was his tight end.
Yeah.
So all that being said, Joe Burrow has always had talent, not robbing him of his elite status. But T, we can't keep talking about him like he's always there because he's never there. All these teams
have talent.
Yes.
All these teams have talent. When we break the teams down, Mahomes with a great defense.
Yep.
And when he had Tyreek Hill, he was unbelievable. Unstoppable.
Yes, sir.
Lamar Jackson with a great defense.
Yep. Never had a Jamar Chase or T. Higgins.
Never. But he has a great tight end that he can rely on.
Yep, until the playoffs.
Josh Allen, really good defense until this year.
Yep.
But when he had Stephon Diggs, he took off. And so it's going to be a give or take. When the Bengals defense was middle of the pack, not top 10, middle of the pack, what happened?
Super Bowl.
They went to the Super Bowl. I don't need you to be a top 10 defense. I just need you to be middle of the pack.
But then Joe Burrow, don't go to your coaches and say, I want Mike Gesicki. Don't do that. You don't have that luxury. You got to let him walk so you can get some better pieces on defense. You can't you do not have that luxury. Because here's the other dilemma is when Joe Burrow done lost Joe Mixon and when he lost, who's that third receiver? Tyler Boyd. Mm-hmm. Like, Joe ain't necessarily, the team hasn't collectively been the same. Last year, Joe Burrow went crazy. But I just hate when people are like, he ain't got a good defense. Well, Lamar ain't got the offense that Joe has. Imagine if Lamar had Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. What?
You think he would be doing what Joe Burrow is doing?
He's got 2 MVPs without him.
He absolutely not would do what T. Higgins and Jamar, what Joe Burrow has done. Absolutely
T
not.
and Jamar wouldn't, but the team would.
No.
Because Lamar is better. He's just better. Because he's
better than who? He's better than who?
Joe Burrow ain't got no All-Pros, sir.
Man, listen, man. Listen, I got more All-Pros than I was a Pro Bowler. So that's very subjective.
Sure, absolutely.
That's very subjective. Come on, man. Lamar Jackson, yes, he's MVP. What he does is great. And Lamar has improved a ton as a passer.
But he does more with less. Can we agree on that?
He does do more with less, but he ain't better than Joe Burrow. He ain't better than Joe Burrow. Lamar Jackson ain't better than Joe Burrow.
I'm saying this.
And also I'm biased.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm a receiver.
Yep. Oh, fair.
I want the ball thrown to me. And so Lamar Jackson is a winning quarterback. Lamar Jackson is going to win you games.
Yes.
But he ain't his receivers until last year. I felt until last year where Lamar really evolved as a passer. Best season he's ever had, at least in my opinion. because he was running and throwing, mainly throwing.
If you're starting a franchise right now, at this point in time, I don't know if you can still take Joe Burrow in the top 10 because of the injuries. Only because of the injuries, people. I got to take Matthew Stafford ahead of him, with all due respect. I got to take Jalen Hurts ahead of him. Because Matthew Stafford. We're not taking Stafford.
You're starting a franchise from scratch, and you just said Jalen
Hurts.
He's going to be there. He's going to be there. So, hold on. Here's what y'all aren't understanding.
You're taking Jalen Hurts and starting a franchise right now.
Here's what y'all are understanding. By taking Joe Burrow, which I believe is a much better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. I believe Joe Burrow is the second or third best quarterback in football when he's there. By taking Joe Burrow, you're already admitting you're playing your backup at least 40% of the time. At least. Just FYI. So if you start your franchise with Joe Burrow, just understood, you're starting your franchise with Kenny Pickett, who was the backup in Philly.
You start your franchise and you don't put a team like the Eagles have around Jalen Hurts, you're starting a backup quarterback anyway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's a crazy take. I'm taking Joe Burrow. I'm taking a guy that took a team with a swinging door at the offensive line all the way to the damn Super Bowl.
Now, I will say the fact he's injured a lot.
A lot.
He is injured a lot. But
here's why I say this. I got to cut you off. Here's why I say this, Care Bear. You got to understand how it feels to be on defense and go into a game knowing you don't have a chance. And when Joe Burrow's not there, you're going into that game knowing you don't have a chance. I've been in games, at least at the collegiate level, and obviously as a pro level as a backup. If your starting quarterback's not there, you going out there saying, we ain't got a shot. It don't matter what we do.
But we don't have a shot. If you're on defense, they actually had a shot.
They were 2-6. T.
They should have been.
Let's go through it then.
They were 2-4. They were 3-6.
Did the defense think that they didn't have a shot when they scored 38 points against the Jets? When they scored 42 points against the Chicago Bears? When they scored 24 against Detroit?
90% of the NFL teams are winning those games.
Come on, bro.
They're winning those games.
That's the difference in the season. The losses to the Jets and to Chicago are the difference between the Bengals being a playoff team right now and not.
And if Joe Burrow was there, what you think happens? Because you can't
just look
at
sells.
No, you can't just look at stat sheets and points. Because here's the other thing Joe Burrow can do. Joe Burrow can take up more clock just by moving the sticks, and then he can control the game. Flacco was just out there slinging it. Yoom.
Joseph Flacco had 470
Stop
yards.
reading me stats. Come
he
on,
put up
Care Bear.
42 points. What
At some
more do
point,
you want?
the defense just get one stop.
Oh my God!
Just one. Just remind me when this happened to us when I was playing. Lost to the Chargers, 40-something to 40-something. Lost to the Colts, 40-something to 40. Like it was fourth down.
Let me ask y'all. Would you rather get 7 games out of Joe Burrow or 17 out of Jalen Hurts? Care Bear? Would you rather get 7 games out of Joe Burrow or 17 out of Jalen Hurts? Oh, wait. And speaking to the mic, we got new mic packs.
Give me the 7 from Joseph Burrow.
He sounds dumb.
Give me the 7 from Joseph Burrow.
He sounds dumb.
Give me the 7 from Joseph Burrow.
He's still sick.
If my team is in a position like the Bengals, give me the 7 from Joe Burrow.
What team are they playing on? What team are they playing on? What team are they playing on?
They can be on the Eagles.
Oh, I'm taking Joe Burrow because
for 7.
Them 7 games, we going 7-0 in the back,
and we cooking.
Man, wait, Acho, how many turnovers the Eagles have yesterday? Yesterday? Somebody.
Not 2. Not 3.
Not 4.
Was it 4? No, I don't think so.
It wasn't 4.
It was 5. 5 of them things. Like
you don't look at the stats,
and that was just from 1.
Come on,
they should have been blown out by 25.
Come on,
and they still had a chance to win. You know why? Because that defense never bent. They didn't fold. They didn't bend. They kept them in it. 5 turnovers, and you lose on the last second field goal?
You know what it is?
What's that?
There's a fundamental disagreement on what the best ability is between these two. They don't agree that the best ability is availability.
Correct.
They can't because they just said they're taking 7 games from Joe Burrow over 17 from Jalen Hurts. The disparity is not that big, y'all.
If I'm starting my franchise,
10 whole games out of a 16, 17 game season? Come on.
Listen.
It's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games.
Those 7 games.
That's a lot of
7 games on the Eagles roster, we running the table.
If you AJ Brown, you're going to get 1,000 in them 7. What you going to get in them other 10?
Come on, man.
You're going to get 1,000 in them 7.
Actually, if you put Joe Burrow on the Eagles for 7 games, I guarantee you AJ Brown gets his season total right now.
You getting 1,000.
Guarantee you he gets more than this.
But you still have to get wins, yo.
That
You can't just get
that
stats. You can't
defense is
just
gonna
get
save it.
individual
Wins right there.
stats.
Don't mess
But
it up
7
with the
ain't
other
getting
team.
you. 7 ain't.
Hey,
Give me,
if
bro. Your
we got
backup can
Joe
go.
Flacco as the backup. He getting us in the playoffs.
The Eagles going
Because
500
the
with a backup
defense
quarterback.
is gonna
bro.
do it.
Come on, TJ. Hey, preach, brother.
Then
Come
you
on,
get to the
defense,
playoffs.
my
Then
dog.
what?
man.
The defense gonna
yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
You're not hearing
I-
us, bro. They throwing
I'm not-
tomatoes
I'm
at
not
you
hearing
again.
That's nasty work.
Throw them tomatoes. I don't even eat tomatoes.
Come on,
That's
Shit, they
nasty
can-
work.
I don't even like tomatoes.
That is
I
nasty
can't
work.
remember where else we at, G.
Plus America. Worst defense in the league, by the way. Worst defense in the league.